with Steve is just like agonizing torture.
Yeah, I see Rising Sonic saying in chat, at least Min interacts. But here, we've got a pretty interesting one. It looks like it's not Kyle Zoom Apollo Kage.
Yes, because that was definitely the order. But whatever, we can fix that. You know, I have the power, so it's fine.
That looks like Shock versus JeJaJeJa, which, interesting matchup for sure. We've definitely not had the pleasure of seeing too much Kirby Pichu ever.
This is definitely a matchup I'd expect to see, like, offline. I also think Kirby wins this matchup pretty hard, actually. Because Kirby loves boxing out characters, and guess what Pichu, like, kind of does. Kind of gets you facing, like, plays this really close boxing / master game, which is... Kirby's really good at dealing with that. And then JeJaJeJa is a really good player, so...
Yeah, one of the biggest things that Pichu has in his arsenal is, of course, pancaking under, like, close-range boxing options, but you kind of can't really do that against a good Kirby player like JeJaJeJa is demonstrating right here. Like, Shock tried to pancake under something that JeJaJeJa was doing out of shield, and he died from that up throw right there. Okay.
Just straight up murdered like that. All right, then. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Kirby's like the original pancake in Smash.
And he also just has good enough out of shield, like especially with Nair out of shield, that he can make sure that Shock doesn't really get to just run in and be ignorant on his shield.
Yep, Nair out of shield. They're out of shield, like just in general, like hitting Kirby's shield up close is kind of scary, and he has really big punishes. Combine that with like really good like tilt pressure. And with that said though, up throw thunder.
That was a good way to close out a stock, that's to be certain, and Shock off to a great start, or Shook actually, according to the overlay, but Shock off to a great start on this stock. He's already brought it back to pretty close to even, but there's always that, you know, that downside to Pichu that everyone always talks about, and that's that he's constantly hurting himself, so you don't hold on to a lead for too long, especially with JeJaJeJa. Just pouring it on, and he goes for the down.
Oh, he misses a free downer, I'd say. Very unfortunate miss that edge guard. Need to get those, especially for Kirby, because Kirby's recovery is actually really exploitable, and that's one of his bigger weaknesses you surprisingly don't hear about.
Oh, he misses the big hit. He just gets spiked back to stage, and thanks to a good tech from JeJaJeJa, he doesn't get a follow-up. We're still very, very even here on the second stock. It's really anyone's game, but JeJaJeJa going to catch him, trying to look for the high recovery from Shock. Not going to find it, though. All he needs, though, is one grab. An up throw will kill him.
Okay, there we go. This time doesn't pummel. Last time it was pummeling a bit too much. And, like, it's nice to get the damage from pummels. If your opponent's mashing, don't force it at all. Okay. And honestly, up throw will kill. I'm surprised with Shock's going to leave right now, and he can really exploit this with Jjaw camping. Because, like, Kirby does not come back that well from the deficits. He has kill power and stuff, but, like, especially with a projectile, and, like, Pichu's mobility, like, yeah, just run away. Don't let Kirby grab you and hit you with, like, a raw back air, and make his life miserable.
The biggest thing here is that at this percent, Shock's been at kill percent for the last hour or so. He no longer has to worry about the recoil from his moves, so like you said, he can just start T-Jump. He doesn't have to worry about, like, oh, I'm wasting percent here, because there's not a huge difference between 120 and 140 for Pika, or for Pichu.
Exactly.
So he's absolutely happy to continue doing it with up throw thunder. Oh my gosh, Shock takes game one.
Man, that... Well, let's go.
That was unexpected. JeJaJeJa came out of the gate swinging, and Shock just said, okay, you can have that first stock, and then I'm going to two-stock you. It doesn't happen too often, especially to a player of JeJaJeJa's caliber.
Yeah. And maybe JeJaJeJa has the adaptations, but maybe Shock went into the set like with a game plan, you know? Like, it seems like he knew exactly what he wants to do in this matchup and execute it perfectly. Very little T-jolts, very little just swinging like randomly, lots of just like moving around, finding his openings with his aerials, and getting his consistent up throw thunders at like 100% has been a huge part of it.
I think 2 out of 3 of his kills were with up throw thunder, right? So definitely like putting on a hugely great performance to open up top 64 here. Like, that's exactly being the lower seeded player coming in against someone as good as JeJaJeJa. That's absolutely what he needed to come out of the gate and do. He needed to come out swinging. He needed to show that, hey, I made top 64 for a reason. You need to fear me.
Yep. You must fear me, for I'm the most powerful tiny rodent you will ever see in your life.
Except for the other powerful tiny robot in our lot, or rodent,
yeah,
not
except
robot.
For ignoring the one that's actually good, most powerful one. I still think Pichu kind of sucks as a character. But anyway, I play Olimar. So what am I?
You do play a character. You as a player, we've talked about this previously, I think. You are probably one of the best. Oh,
man.
There, but it's not going to kill. But you as a player are probably one of the best in the world at specifically just knowing the Pichu matchup. You're so good at shutting those players down like Sam.
Character sucks. Anyway, right now, Shock dying at 89% try crossover with back and getting a little bit too greedy by drifting back into JeJaJeJa's up smash space. I guess though JeJaJeJa might mess up his option or something, I don't know. But now, we talked about last game where it's like Kirby with the deficit versus Pichu stinks, but Pichu with the deficit is also like, atrocious sometimes. And oh my god, relax, JeJaJeJa, relax!
He wanted the pillar, man. He wanted it so bad, but he doesn't quite connect with it. So JeJaJeJa gets to reset right back to advantage state and Shock's at kill percent. Like another one of those big setups into F smash will absolutely kill.
Okay, was that? Oh, that's why
he's still alive.
They go for more thunders. Oh, trying to catch his up B landing mistimes it. Very unfortunate. Loses edge guard. Oh, bro, they did just both swing with smashes right now. That won't kill you yet. Nah. Yeah, that percent you can air dodge it.
There's really no reason not to, though. They're both, like, at the point where another big hit will kill them. So you might as well just start, you know, mashing a kill option, because eventually it'll probably hit. That's going to be an up throw here. That should definitely take Pichu off. So JeJaJeJa, after getting 2-stocked game 1, is firing back with vengeance here. Making sure that he's still known, but Shock with the up throw down again. Yep.
And just like that, Shock bringing it back a bit, but... You know, we saw before JeJaJeJa got like these random openings into like big combos. You know, and if Shock misses even one tech, he'll get jab blocked for like so much damage. Like even there, or like the combo with the down tilt looking for a trip for like potentially more damage.
Kirby has so many good options out of trip, and he has so many tools that can trip in the first place. It's a very, very hard thing to fight, especially at low percentages, when Kirby is just going to take you for an entire ride with dinner and a show, too, if he just grabs you once. Shock, really good up air dare. JeJaJeJa manages to tech it, holds back on, but Shock right back into the advantage.
Yeah, and that's
but that's going to be such a critical whiff. He went for it all. JeJaJeJa fired right back with that up smash.
Yep, it looks like JeJaJeJa's doing like the higher seeded player thing of just going, all right, you got a game. You think you're cute and all? No. You ain't nothing. And just absolutely firing back all like 8 cylinders right there.
8 cylinders? Wow.
Yeah, we're going with 8 cylinders right now, not 4. Not 2.
He's on a tear, man.
My man has, you know, he was able to get computer parts in 2021 right now. He looking clean.
He was able to get a 3070.
He is all revved up.
Going into game 3, do you think we're sticking to PS2 here? I could see maybe like Town. Maybe, oh, there it is. I was about to say, because maybe Shock wants a bigger stage. He was kind of getting smothered there at the end by JeJaJeJa. So he probably wants more room to head off and use those T-jolts. So here we are, Town, long stage.
Uh-oh. And so far in this, 48 damage to start things off, nothing crazy. Like, the thing is, that's a lot. Like, that's like 1 jab block in the depth for Pichu, so Shock has to respect, like, both down tilt trips and, like, nair tech chases.
Right, especially with a character, like we said earlier, as light as Pichu. JeJa's, like, confirms, like, that are super devastating on other characters because they just go into combos, are actually kill confirms here on Pichu. Like, the down tilt F smash, sure, it's scary if you're playing, like, Bowser or something, but it's probably not going to kill you until very late percent. Pichu, it'll probably kill now, especially on Town.
Yep, and we've been seeing a lot, like, JeJa's found openings to, like, mix up Shock with, like, down tilt pressure and, like, falling aerial pressure at these lower percent, so, like, Shock here, for example, that was a parry down tilt opposite direction. That could have been a stock. Legit RNG stock right there.
He's trying to come back to stage. He does get that get-up attack. So JeJaJeJa getting a little bit too greedy, trying to push advantage state too far off the ledge. He just gets caught with a little old F tilt. Remember back...
Doesn't get called for it. That's actually so lucky for him. Like, JeJaJeJa just swung there with a forward smash or something. Shock's entirely would have evaporated in that exact moment.
Do you remember early ult when Pichu, like, dragged down Bear F tilt, killed at, like, 20?
Oh, that was pain.
That was pain incarnate. But now, you know, he's a legitimate character with weaknesses, you know.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
JeJaJeJa trying to exploit those weaknesses here, but these back airs just aren't hitting until the Nair kills him.
Yeah. Missing one up air just like that. That's thinking like you have a combo going, you miss the combo and you die for it. And it's like that lead was gonna be extended and I completely lost it. Or not completely, but oh well, one grab could mean you losing it. Uh-oh, misses the tech, and now it's basically an even game, and Shock's in the corner. The block from King JeJaJeJa. Does he get anti-air? Nope. Instead, Shock misses the anti-air, mistimes it up air. And now, it's anyone's game, currently.
It definitely is, because honestly, they're both at kill percent, and that's the worst part about it. He just drops right down into the down smash, and then the taunt. Shock feeling himself right now.
Shock, you know? Definitely shocking us, I'd say. Right?
Yeah, I mean, he was like under 100 seed in this tournament. He wasn't expected to make top 64, and here he is about to upset a top 32 seed. JeJaJeJa gets the tech off of it, but he continues. Now, 95% Shock absolutely poised to take this. JeJaJeJa does manage to get back on stage, though.
Even though that Nair's like hitbox and stuff wasn't rebuffed, it was just his hurtbox. That people are using that Pichu's Nair knows very well now because you can use it to like challenge moves without trading over and over, and that is a big deal to be able to constantly challenge moves using Pichu's Nair. And just like that, 2-1 over JeJaJeJa. Definitely a big upset.
That's a huge upset, right? That was I'm looking at the bracket. That was seed 120 something taking out seed. Come on, Smash GG, please load so I can do my commentator thing. Okay. Wow. That was